Hello, everyone. Welcome to session 3 of Kimberbell's Demo December 2025. I will get my phone queued up here. Make sure you drop in and say hello. Let's see here. Let's get Facebook going. Sorry, it takes a moment. Hope everyone's day has been great. Go to my page. There we go. And the whole little welcome wave, I don't know how to remove that, so it's just going to stay there. So hello, Miss Jeannie, and Miss Jeannie is both of y'all always on at the same time. Jeannie and Jeannie, hello. Hello, hello. And then we have Miss Barbie. Hello, Miss Barbie. Welcome in. Hello, Miss Sandra. Welcome in. And Miss Carolyn. Hello, hello. We'll let some people jump on here. If y'all didn't watch Shop Talk last night, there was one heck of a sale, wasn't there, Kathy?
Yes, ma'am.
So, oh, we got Miss Mary Jane. Hello, Miss Mary Jane. And Paul, if you're watching. But yeah, so we one heck of a sale, and Kathy's been busy cutting all morning. So she's getting that all. She's feeding her face now. She's hungry finally. So she's eating her lunch and her cake. I ratted on you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the demo that I have for you today is going to be on stabilizers. So we always need a little refresher sometimes with stabilizers. And I'm going to go through each one with you that Kimberbell uses and why you use them. Okay. Now, there was something else a little side note. Hello, Miss Bobby. If you have never shopped here and you're attending these 3 session demos, make sure that you leave your email address so that I know where to send the file today to you if you have watched the previous 2. Hi, Miss Linda. So I'll need that because if you've never shopped here before, I won't be able to send the free design, which, as a reminder, as I knock the camera over, hey, Alicia. Oh, my friend's back. I think my friend's back. My friend's back. This is the free design little Christmas tree. After today's demo, I'm going to talk to you guys about how I did the ribbon. Great. Can always use a review on stabilizers. Yes, ma'am. All right. I'll be right back. I forgot one piece of paper. Okay. So, as a refresher, we need your email address if you've never shopped here before. I need I'll share what I was gonna do, how I did the hanging our velvet ribbon, and then after the show. So there's that. If you have any questions, go ahead and pop them in here so that I can review it or be ready after the demo. Let's see who else we got joining. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with there's quite a lot of many stabilizers. So we're gonna go ahead and start with cutaway. Now, Kimberbell color codes them, which I think is very nice. So all cutaways and packaging that Kimberbell does for cutaways is in the yellow orange category. So you have yellow, orange, a darker orange, and then a really dark orange. All right. So anything cutaway is going to be in these categories or these colors. All right. So the first one is called ultralight mesh cutaway. And as you can see, it's it's pretty see-through. It's not very thin. It's not very thick. It's very thin. Um, this embroidery is perfect for baby quilts and for piecing projects. It's smooth and taut without stretching, and it disappears into the fabric, which it blends behind quilt blocks. So it's really good if you need it to use for that purpose. All right. Now the next one, and it's probably the most, I would say, the most versatile one, or the one that we use the most in Kimberbell, I would say. This one is the light mesh cutaway, and it's a little bit thicker, so you can still see through it, but not as good. It has like these little crosses in it, if you can see it. And what this is perfect for is also quilt blocks and piecing projects. Smooth and taut without stretching, and also disappears into the fabric behind the quilt blocks. Now, when we're stitching in embroidery mode, and there's going to be a lot of I said satin stitching or applique. The reason why you don't use the ultralight, this one, and you use this one is because you need a little bit more of something to grab a hold to and help to stabilize. So that's one of the reasons why you use this one, not the ultralight. Now, the next one is going to be medium cutaway. This one is not woven. This is almost, it's not a paper. It's a very soft paper, if I had to kind of tell you what the, hi Jessica, the texture feels like. This is good for medium to heavy stitch count designs, works well with soft as well as crisp fabrics, and it uses the medium weight for knits and lightweight denim. So again, this is cutaway. You leave it behind your design, but you cut all the other stuff way close to the stitch line on the back. Oh, Miss Bobby moved to Facebook. Well, hello again, Miss Bobby. So that is medium cutaway, and yes, a heavier stitch count is definitely what this is used for. Now, heavy cutaway is even more of a softer paper but thicker, and again, you really can't see through this one at all. It's to use with large or stitch intensive designs, ideal for denim and sweatshirt fleece and heavy knits, softens after washing. So again, you leave this behind your design, but when you go to do like sweatshirts, a lot of you sometimes think, oh, I don't need any extra stabilizer because the sweatshirt is stable enough. You do need either a medium or a heavy cutaway, because that does actually help stabilize what you're trying to do. So never think you don't need stabilizer, because even the professionals that I watch on YouTube definitely have some type of medium to heavy cutaway. So those are all the cutaway stabilizers that Kimberbell has to offer just in the cutaway. All right. The next grouping is going to be for tearaway. And tearaway is going to be pinks, reds, and dark reds. All right. So that's where all of those are housed. All right. So the first one up is, this one's going to be light tearaway. So again, we're back to, you can kind of see but not see. It is something that you don't need for lightweight fabrics, low stitch count designs. Great, easy. It's very easy to remove, and then great for piecing projects. So anything that needs not maybe like the sketch designs from other manufacturers, or a light stitch count for Kimberbell, that would be something if you wanted tearaway. And again, tearaway you pull out and it perforates at the satin stitching or the stitches, because of the tearaway nature. The needle pretty much goes in and perforates it. All right. Okay. The next stabilizer is going to be medium tearaway, and as you can see, you can still kind of see through it. It's a little bit thicker. If you can kind of see the difference. You can kind of see that I can see a little bit more on this one than I can this one. And the what you need for that is ideal stabilizer for medium to high stitch count. Use on woven fabrics, including towels, when no permanent backing is needed, and then easily tears away just like the lightweight. So another great option if you're having to use tearaway in your project. All right. The next thing I'm going to offer to you is the heavy heavy tearaway. Now this is pretty thick. It does tear. It's a good clean tear, but you'll need this to support stitch heavy designs on woven fabrics, stiff, crisp texture for support on soft fabrics, and then ideal for designs with large open areas. So if you have something that has like a satin stitch around a circle and the circle is blank, or you're just putting an initial in there, that might be something that you need to use for that. Also, too, some people combine, what I'm about to show you is the fusible backing with hooping stabilizer. So we'll talk about that when we get to that point. So that is going to be all of the tearaways there. All right. So let me put this back in order. All right. Now, the next thing, let's see here, I'm going to introduce you to is the water soluble. Okay. So, hello, Miss Diana. Welcome in. All right. So two water soluble options. So you have wash away. Wash away is just that. You use it, you put water to it, it washes away. It does have a little bit of a starch in it, so when you do rinse it away, your project might become a little more stiff. So if you don't want it to be super stiff, you might want to rinse it continuously underwater to get a lot of that starch away. Some things need that starch, so you don't want to rinse it as much. So it just really depends on your project. All right. So this is ideal for creating freestanding lace. So a lot of my lace, sorry, had to go around the world to get it. So this is not Kimberbell, but you see that right there? That's fabric. That's glitter fabric, right? But right here is all thread. And that, when I rinse it away, will be clear and you'll be able to see it and it'll create freestanding lace. So anytime you're doing freestanding lace, you always need to use 2 layers of this water soluble. And I call it fibrous water soluble because sometimes it gets confused with wash away topping. So I want to make sure that people understand when we talk about fibrous wash away, it's just their wash away. But it's ideal for the freestanding lace. It's perfect to use on sheer fabrics where all stabilizer must be removed. And then 20-second dissolve in cool water. So you don't even have to have it in hot or lukewarm, but cool water. So that is one option for you. The next is something called wash away topping, and it's clear. It almost looks like a plastic wrap or saran wrap. That's how you can kind of differentiate it. This is a really cool product. Again, if you want it all to be rinsed away. So if you are doing something on a towel, a terry cloth towel, if you do not put a water soluble topping on top of it or an iron away, which I'll show you in a minute, if you don't do those, then your stitches are going to sink within the nap of the towel, and your nap will over like crowd and go on top of your embroidery, and it won't look as pristine. So you need water soluble topping to help those stitches stay on top of your project. So this is, again, prevents stitches from sinking into plush, minky, that's what they're talking about, high pile fabrics like terry cloth and fleece. Slight texture allows stabilizers to grip the plush fabrics. So when you feel this, there's actually a little bit of a texture on the back of this. That's the side that goes down. And then you can apply heat with an iron or pressing cloth. It melts in 10 seconds with no residue left on the project, which I don't know if that's a typo or not because it's water soluble. So I would just water it. I would not press it. All right. If someone else has used Kimberbell's water soluble and pressed it, comment below and let me know if it worked okay or not, because I've used their wash away topping but never melted it away with an iron. So if you have, let me know in the comments. All right, going forward, we have some sticky tearaways and cutaways that do help with a lot of this as well. So if you need to have something stuck to your hoop and then put it in like exactly in the center of your hoop and you don't want to pin it, you can stitch crosshairs onto your onto your sticky back stabilizer, and then find the center of your fabric and put it right in there, and it sticks to it, so nothing is needed to be glued or pinned or anything like that. So we have two options. We have tearaway that is sticky, so it's called sticky back tearaway, and it's exactly what it says. It's good for heavy stitch counts, woven fabrics. It helps with large open areas. It's just going to stabilize your fabrics really nicely. There is a paper backing that you remove once it's hooped, and you always hoop it with the waxy paper side up. Then you'll take something like a sharp object and you will draw an X in your hoop and remove the paper, and it exposes the sticky. From there, that's when your fabric then goes on there. But from this is tearaway, and then the same thing happens over here with cutaway. So the same thing that all the properties I told you about, sorry, not cutaway, wash away. All the properties that I gave you about fibrous wash away, it's the same, but it's sticky. So again, you hoop it with the waxy paper side up, score it, remove the paper, expose the sticky. So it's really good for things that can't be hooped, and you don't want hoop burn. And hoop burn is the thing. So hoop burn is when you have something hooped, and when you take it out, it has the impression of the hoop and it just stays there. It never goes away. So if you don't want hoop burn, these are good options. Okay. If at any time anyone has a question, please just put it down in the comments and I'll get to it. Okay. All right. The next thing we have is some specialty stabilizers, and they do a very good job of having specialty stabilizers. All right. So the first one is going to be fusible backing. This has, I don't know if you can see it on camera, maybe not. It has well, I guess they did it upside down. It has a shiny side. The shiny side is the fusible side. And what this is it helps add body to light and medium fabrics. It helps prevent fabric puckering. So when you're doing those high stitch count designs and satin stitches, it helps it not pucker. And then you use it in combination with any tearaway or cutaway stabilizer, like I mentioned before. So you would fuse this to the back of your fabric, the wrong side of your fabric, and then you would hoop tearaway or cutaway. All right, or water soluble, just depending. Okay, so that is fusible backing. It's also known in the Pellon world as SF101. I will tell you that Kimberbell's is a little bit thinner and is not as thick, and it doesn't take as long to melt the adhesive on here like it does on SF101. So that's a little bit of a difference. All right, next is silky soft fusible backing. So if you are embroidering a onesie for someone and the stitches obviously irritate the skin, this product is called silky soft fusible backing, and it covers uncomfortable seams, ideal for sensitive skins, and fusible woven sheets or shears, silks, and other lightweight fabrics. So it is very airy, it's very light. All right, has a lot of body. All right. So that is silky soft fusible. All right. Moving on. Another specialty stabilizer is called embroidery topping. And a lot of people don't really know what this is. This right here is, let's say you have a very heavy stitch out and you need, let's say it's on a white fabric and you're using black thread. And when it goes to do the black thread, you sometimes can see your fabric from underneath go up through the stitches. You would put this down first, then stitch out your design, because then this right here is what's covering up that white fabric. All right, underneath. So this is, and it comes in 5 colors. I think it's black, I think it's white, red, blue, green, or yellow, one of them. So it comes in a variety of different colors. It's a thin type of plastic sheeting, but not too plasticky. Some people have used like those party tablecloths. It has worked in the past, I've seen, but their results sometimes are a little bit more bulky. So just be careful when you're doing that. So that is embroidery topping. The next is iron away topping. And again, this is kind of what I was talking about. Apply heat, an iron and pressing cloth. So it's the same thing as the water soluble topping. This is just iron away topping, and that's exactly what it does. You put that on there, it melts it away. All right, and it does not hurt your iron, from what I've been told. All right, so that is iron away topping. And we have a few more left, guys, and then we can get on to the demo will be done, and we'll talk about the Stitchmas Tree. Next is going to be fusible peel and stick. So this stuff right here, again, is not something that you hoop. This is what you put on back of like patches. I don't know if because it's newer. Let me see if they. Let's see. Fusible peel and stick. Yeah, so if you need to fuse something after you've already embroidered it to something, this fusible peel and stick is great for that. Next is shape form interfacing. Now this is pretty rigid. So this is pretty thick and rigid. And if you need something to stand up by itself, this is the stabilizer. Usually they'll tell you if you need to use it. But this is ideal for projects that need structure, like bag inserts, boxes, dimensional houses that Kimberbell does. Easy to trim and manipulate, wash machine or dry clean. So machine wash or dry clean. So that is shape form interfacing. And the last one that I have for you today is Flexi foam. Now Flexi foam is that. It's a foam, and it's not it doesn't fuse. It's a dimensional interfacing, adds shape to soft structures and projects, and uses other Kimberbell stabilizers. So this tree is made with the Flexi foam inside to make it a little bit more substantial than just felt. All right. So guys, that is it for the demo on stabilizers. If you have any questions, please put them below and I will get back to them. All right, so let's talk about the Stitchmas Tree. So the Stitchmas Tree is this right here, right? So that's what I've been showing you all the past 3 days. Now, in the instructions, it actually tells you right here to thread a needle, loop it on the back of your tree, and then you're going to create a loop like that. And we didn't want to do that here. So all we did is when it says this step right here, it says turn the hoop to the back, place the remaining tree felt covering everything, tape the corners and sides as shown. We put our piece of ribbon with the raw edges inside, and it stitched it all down. We took it out of the hoop, and when we went to go trim it, you just have to be really careful not to trim like that, right? You want to make sure that you pick the piece of felt up and trim a 1/4 inch away. So that's how we added our little hang tag, because we didn't like the one that they suggested in the instructions. So with that being said, again, if I do not have your email address, I don't know where to send it to. So if you're not a regular here at the Sewing and Training Center, make sure that you get that to me at some point so that I can get you this free file over, okay? All right, so I need everyone that is watching to answer this question. What is your favorite Christmas movie? All right, so what is your favorite Christmas movie? Put it in the comments below. And I will, as these start coming in by the end of the day, I'll do a mass email to everybody that has watched all 3 sessions, and you will have that by this evening so that you can get started on your Stitchmas Tree, the tongue twister. Other than that, I will. I knew someone was going to say Die Hard. I was about to say Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, but oh, here we go. Now we got Peanut Gallery.
Most certainly is.
Okay, she says it most certainly is. So, anywho, it doesn't matter if it's your Christmas movie. That's totally fine. Just need a Christmas movie, and I will get those out to you as soon as I see them coming through. All right. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this year's demo December. I enjoyed doing it and being able to share a lot of tips and tricks with you guys. After about a month, the Facebook lives go away. So you're going to have to go on YouTube to watch these if you want back. I'm with you, Carolyn. I love me some Hallmark Christmas movies. So other than that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We will see y'all soon in the shop or online or wherever we see you guys. Let's see. Yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Oh, geez. Thank you. Thank you for the attaboys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Kathy. All right, guys. So I'm going to let y'all go. I can't remember the name, but it's the one with the leg lamp. Oh, what's the one with the leg lamp? Christmas movie. Isn't that National Lampoon's? No. Oh. Oh. Hi, Madison and Charlie. That's Madison's my cousin, and Charlie is her baby, so it's my new cousin. So super excited. I can't wait to meet her. Tell them I said hello. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. Have a good rest of your day. And be looking for my email. Make sure you check your spam if you haven't received it by tonight. Have a good one, guys. Bye.